The train station hummed with its usual Friday afternoon chaos. Announcements echoed off the vaulted ceiling, while hundreds of travelers rushed past the departure boards. Everyone focused on their own destination, their own problems, their own lives. Ryan Foster stood near Platform 9, his navy suit perfectly tailored, his leather briefcase in hand. At 35, he'd built a consulting firm that worked with Fortune 500 companies, advising them on efficiency and profit margins. He was on his way to close a deal worth $15 million. His mind was already in the boardroom, running through his presentation. Then he felt a small hand tug on his jacket. Ryan looked down. A little girl, no more than 3 or 4 years old, stood beside him. She had blonde hair pulled into 2 small braids and wore a pink dress that had seen better days. In her arms, she clutched a worn teddy bear. Her blue eyes were wide and brimming with tears. "Sir," she said in a trembling voice, "my mommy's crying in the bathroom." Ryan glanced around, looking for a parent or a guardian. The station was full of people, but no one seemed to be looking for this child. He checked his watch. His train left in 20 minutes. "Where's your mommy, sweetheart?" The little girl pointed toward the restrooms. "She's in there. She won't stop crying. I got scared, so I came out to find help. Can you help her, please?" Every instinct told Ryan to find a station attendant, to pass this responsibility to someone else. He had a meeting, a very important meeting, but looking at this child's tear-stained face, he found he couldn't walk away. "What's your name?" he asked, kneeling down to her level. "Lily." "Okay, Lily, I'm Ryan. Can you show me where your mommy is?" Lily took his hand with complete trust and led him through the crowd to the women's restroom. They stopped at the entrance. "She's in there," Lily whispered. "She's been crying for a really long time." Ryan could hear it now, the sound of someone sobbing, trying to muffle it, but failing. He made a decision. "Lily, I need you to go get that nice lady over there." He pointed to a female station employee organizing ticket stubs at a nearby counter. "Tell her what you told me, okay? That your mommy needs help. Can you do that?" Lily nodded and ran off. Ryan waited, feeling helpless. A moment later, the station employee arrived, concern on her face. "The little girl says her mother is in distress," Ryan explained. "I didn't want to leave the child alone, but obviously I can't go in there myself." The woman nodded and entered the restroom. Ryan waited with Lily, who had returned and was now gripping his hand tightly. After what felt like an eternity, the door opened. The station employee emerged, supporting a young woman who looked to be in her late 20s. Her eyes were red and swollen, her face pale. She wore jeans and a sweater that had been mended at the elbows. The moment she saw Lily, she pulled away from the employee and dropped to her knees. "Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you saw me like that." She pulled Lily into a fierce embrace, her whole body shaking. "Mommy, this nice man helped. His name is Ryan." The woman looked up at him, and Ryan saw something in her eyes that made his chest tighten. It wasn't just sadness. It was the kind of desperation that comes from fighting too long with too little. "Thank you," she said, her voice hoarse. "I didn't mean to fall apart like that. I tried to hold it together until Lily wasn't looking, but I just couldn't anymore." "What happened?" Ryan asked gently. "Are you hurt? Do you need medical attention?" The woman shook her head, still holding Lily close. "Not that kind of hurt. We were supposed to get on a train to my sister's house. She lives 4 hours from here. But when I got to the ticket counter, they said the tickets I bought online were invalid. Some kind of system error. They want me to buy new tickets, but they cost 3 times what I paid. I have $82 to my name. That has to last until next Friday when I get paid." She took a shaky breath. "My sister has cancer. She's starting a new treatment next week, and I wanted to say goodbye before, just in case something goes wrong. But now I can't afford to get there. I spent the last of my savings on those worthless tickets. I was in there trying to figure out what to do, trying not to break down in front of my daughter and I just lost it. Ryan felt something shift inside him. He thought about his $15 million deal, about the efficiency reports and profit margins that consumed his days. None of it seemed to matter compared to this woman's raw grief. "What's your name?" he asked. Anna Richardson." Ryan pulled out his phone and made a call that surprised even himself. "Jennifer, it's Ryan. I need you to reschedule the Hartfield meeting. Something urgent came up." "Yes, I'm serious. Move it to Monday." "Thank you." He hung up and turned to Anna. "Come with me." "What? Why?" "Just trust me for a minute." Ryan led Anna and Lily to the ticket counter. The agent looked at them with practiced indifference. "She needs 2 tickets on the next train to wherever she was originally going," Ryan said, pulling out his credit card. "I can't accept this," Anna protested. "I can't let you do this. You're not letting me do anything. I'm choosing to do it. There's a difference." He turned to the agent. "First class, please, with the meal service." "Ryan, this is too much. I don't even know you." He looked at her directly. "Your daughter was brave enough to ask a stranger for help when you needed it. The least I can do is actually help. Besides, your sister needs you. That's more important than whatever I had planned for today." As they waited for the tickets to print, Lily tugged on Ryan's sleeve. "Are you an angel?" "My grandma said angels come when you need them most." Ryan felt his throat tighten. "No, sweetheart. Just someone who's been too focused on the wrong things for too long." Kenna wiped her eyes. "How do I repay you?" "I will pay you back. I promise. It might take a while, but I will." "Pay it forward," Ryan said simply. "Someday, when you can, help someone else who needs it. That's all I ask." The tickets printed. The train left in 15 minutes. As Anna took them with shaking hands, she looked at Ryan with an expression he would remember for the rest of his life. "You have no idea what you just did. My sister is my best friend. If something happens and I didn't get to say goodbye because of a stupid computer error, I would never forgive myself. You gave me something money can't usually buy. You gave me peace." "You would have found a way," Ryan said. "You're clearly a fighter. I just made it a little easier." Lily gave him a hug, her teddy bear squished between them. "Thank you for helping my mommy stop crying. You're the nicest man I ever met." As Ryan watched them board the train, Lily waving from the window and Anna mouthing "thank you" one more time, something fundamental shifted in his understanding of success. He'd spent years measuring worth in dollars and deals, but standing in that train station, having just missed a $15 million meeting to buy train tickets for a stranger, Ryan felt richer than he ever had in a boardroom. He called his assistant back. "Jennifer, clear my schedule for next week. I want to set up meetings with local charities and draft a proposal for a new company initiative focused on community support. I think we've been measuring success all wrong." 6 months later, Ryan's company launched a foundation that helped families in crisis with emergency travel, medical expenses, and basic needs. The board thought he was crazy. His profit margins dipped slightly, but employee satisfaction went up, and so did productivity. One day, an envelope arrived at his office. Inside was a letter from Anna, along with $82 in carefully counted bills. "Dear Ryan, my sister made it through her treatment. She's in remission. I got to be there with her through every appointment, every hard day, because of your kindness. I will never forget what you did for us. Enclosed is the money I had that day. It's not nearly enough to repay the tickets, but it's what I had when you helped me. Someday, I'll pay the rest. But more importantly, last week I saw a young mother in the grocery store who couldn't afford her groceries. I paid for them. I told her to pay it forward. Your kindness is rippling outward. You changed more than just one day for us. You changed how we see the world. With eternal gratitude, Anna and Lily." Ryan framed the letter. It hung in his office as a reminder that the best investment he'd ever made wasn't measured in dollars. It was measured in tears, stopped, and goodbyes said, and a little girl who didn't have to watch her mother break. 'Cause a stranger chose compassion over convenience. Because sometimes the most important thing we can do is simply stop. Stop rushing to the next meeting, the next deal, the next achievement, and help someone whose mommy is crying in the bathroom. If this story reminded you that true success is measured in lives touched, not just profits earned, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below about a time when someone helped you in a moment of crisis, or when you had the chance to be that help for someone else. Your story could inspire someone to choose compassion when it matters most.